getting out there and, you know, altering people's perceptions. You know, like every time that we go into a women's bathroom making a political statement, or, you know, helping in our own little way to restructure the whole concept.
Education. Education. Teaching.
You know what I mean? And we need to reconfigure our ideas of like whiteness and masculinity, especially like in really young kids. And it has to happen in the public school.
Help create infrastructures and build coalitions with other people that are trying to, you know, create more diversity in general, you know, between gender and sexuality and race as well.
You have a good imagination too, it helps. If you were a painter, for example, and every time you paint a picture, you grab like the 2 or 3 most obvious characteristics of something, you're not going to be a very interesting painter, unfortunately. You know, because you don't have a vision, that you don't have you're not probing in how you observe the world. I'm a woman, you know, that's a fact of my life and a fact of, you know, what information that comes to me and experiences I have, which then translate into what I'm doing. Anytime you open your eyes, you confront any preconceived ideas that are there. Because the world isn't really like that, you know? Women aren't really like that. You don't have to do any work. You really don't have to do any work particularly to redefine being female, anything. You just have to do what seems interesting to you, and you automatically are doing that.
Let the person be who they are. Stop trying to hide them. You know, that's why in gospel, you see the fat people get up and they sing, you know, and they don't care, you know, just sing. And it should be like that with any music.
If this country could have a kind of visual literacy that can be offered to everyone, not just people who can afford it, not just people who can send their kids to private schools and, you know, have that kind of education, but everybody. I think we'd be a lot better off because we'd be a much smarter nation. We wouldn't be so manipulated by advertising.
It's going to be where everything blurs. And it's not just by looking at somebody, it's not going to be boy, girl, and, you know, immediately what their role in life is and what their position is. I think it's just going to be more of the so-called melting pot, where it's just like you're male for reproductive reason, you're female for reproductive reason. Everything else is up for grabs.
Everything else was up for grabs at the Ladyfest Do-It-Yourself Music and Culture Festival that was created to help re-socialize attitudes towards gender roles. Ladyfest began in Olympia, Washington, and has since spanned across the United States and Europe. Festivals like Ladyfest and Estro Jam provide a community of those individuals who refuse prefabricated TV land notions of themselves.
Welcome to Ladyfest in West Chicago!
I wanted to be involved originally was just, I think the underground, you know, sort of infrastructure needs to be nurtured and honored. You don't stop with Ladyfest. You take Ladyfest and you say, well, we've gotten our energy from this and we've learned a lot, so let's go out into, you know, this other indie world and this other indie realm, maybe even the mainstream realm, and let's show them what we can do. Because what we're trying to learn is how to bring ourselves into this position where we have strength and we have autonomy and we're recognized as musicians and not just women.
They are Ladyfesters, people who will spend the next 4 days at an event which shows women doing just about everything, from knitting sweaters to fixing cars to playing loud music. Festival organizer explains the event is all about redefining the word lady.
So a little girl may not go out there and learn how to play guitar because that's a really aggressive thing to get out there and rock out on a guitar. So all we have to do is say, okay, little girls can go out there and be just as aggressive as little boys, and that's okay and that's normal. And by showing the general public how many other things lady can mean, we are creating that and making that normal.
Nice day to start again. It's a nice day for a white wedding.
No more, ain't gonna take it no more. My mama's short and fine. She's got a butt like mine. When she walks down the street, the cars go beep, beep, beep. The cars go beep, beep, beep.
We're political cheerleaders. We do cheers about radical causes, radical issues, stuff about liberation, anarchism.
Is that spelled with 3 steaks or 4? We're not gonna take it no more!
We need to learn about things and create with and change things that we don't like about like a little group we're in, or a movement we're in, or a community we're in, or a band we're in. Somewhere where you think that you're totally crazy and that you're the only one who feels the way you do, but like there is a community out there that you'll find, and you don't ever have to settle for second best.
People feel very alone, they feel out of contact with something that joins us all together. So if through my art or performance I can ignite hope in people, that's a really broad thing. When I show up on stage, there's a lot happening about gender already, so I can go on to other issues about humanness.
The forms of expression depicted in this film might easily be dismissed or marginalized. These women defy conditioned expectations. They represent another reality that exists underneath all of our formalities, our contrived mannerisms, the tired comfort of our mechanized responses. These women embrace the marginality that has been imposed upon them. They create images of themselves, invent mythologies based on their own experiences. What is the future for women? This much is certain. If we consider all types of experience as equal and valuable, then we may begin to live life more harmoniously and without judgment or fear of each other. We may seem in direct opposition to the fairy tale lives of women as they are portrayed in the media, but whether we are perceived as feminine or masculine, ugly, loud, large, or strange, we will be ourselves. We will be true.
Kathleen got me the best of
It's like a university essay or something to get into Chapel Hill. All right, thanks, y'all.